Howdy, y'all.
Hi, guys.
It's Ryan
And Angela?
from Australia. Crikey. From RNA Music, your favorite mom and pop guitar shop and music lesson studio deep in the heart of Texas. That's where we are.
Yeah.
If you're new to our channel, consider subscribing. What we do here is we answer questions pretty much every week. We do a little vloggy vlog, we do gear unboxings, we do gear demos sometimes when I remember to shoot them. And I think that's it. There used to be grilling adventures videos many years ago. I haven't done one of those.
We'll do that soon.
Yeah, we should do that again. So if you're new here, go ahead and consider subscribing, hit the little bell, and you get notified of all of our new exciting Texas videos.
Yep.
And today we're going to answer questions with our hashtag AskRNA. Let's do this. First question, S. Paul Guitars. I have two questions. One, do RNA t-shirts come in any other brand than Gildan? Teespring did not specify the brand. Number two, for Mrs. Angela and the audience, have you ever seen Ryan and Billy Gibbons in the same room? Once again, have you ever seen Ryan and Billy Gibbons in the same room? Exactly. The Gibson Explorer, the beard, Texas accent. When Ryan's out of state on a supposed guitar show or guitar buy, ZZtop happens to be playing in the state. Coincidence? Plus, Mrs. Angela wears glasses, Superman glasses, completely changed his appearance, fooling the whole world and Lois Lane. Is he or not? Serious about the t-shirt question, though. Okay, so first question. So he's talking about if you order an RNA Music t-shirt from our Teespring store, which there's a link in the description down there. I'm not even wearing an RNA shirt today.
I'm not either.
I'm wearing a Werefoot shirt.
I'm wearing a Carla Story shirt.
Carla Story. Yeah. Jesus loves your face.
He does. All your faces.
And this is a wizard with a beard. But if you get a shirt from our Teespring store below, now that's a good question, S. Paul Guitars, because I have ordered a couple of shirts from Teespring for myself from the RNA store, and it depends. Like sometimes it is Gildan. I've gotten a couple that were Hanes.
Yes, that's true.
Because we have it set in the option where you can get like the talls. Right. So there's like an extra large tall, 2X tall, 3X tall. And I've noticed that the talls are usually Hanes.
Right.
And sometimes the other ones are Gildan. So
yeah, I don't think Gildan makes talls.
They do.
They do?
Yeah.
Okay. Because
we've ordered them before, but you have to order them.
Oh, specifically.
I think with Teespring, it's kind of whatever they have at hand. It might be Gildan, it might be Hanes. It could be whatever they have in stock. I don't know that it's specifically set. Yeah. So I don't know about that. Now when we print locally, we usually use Gildan. And I like to use their 50-50 tees. Like 50% cotton, 50 polyester.
They're softer.
And it doesn't shrink.
Right.
That's a problem. With 100% cotton, you'll get it like, this feels great. And then you wash it and you're like, I can't wear it ever again. Yeah, so with Teespring, it's kind of, it could be whatever they have on hand.
Yep. And
we set it to use the more affordable shirts. We do have it, some of the shirts you can choose to use a higher quality shirt. I can't remember what the brand is though. If it's we don't do any of the canvas shirts, but I think with them it's whatever they have on hand. All right. Have you ever seen me and Billy Gibbons in the same room?
No.
I have not either.
That'd be pretty cool if we were in the same room with Billy Gibbons.
That would be pretty rad.
Yeah.
I would love to meet Billy Gibbons and like have my beanie on and like my sunglasses and the jacket and be like,
yeah.
Hello.
And me, being as nerdy as I am, I would only ask him questions like, what was it like to be on episodes of Bones?
Yeah.
As Angela's dad, because he played the character Angela's dad.
Angela from Bones, her dad was Billy Gibbons. Not Billy Gibbons playing an actor. Actually, it was Billy Gibbons.
Like the Billy Gibbons. He played himself.
He played himself in a TV show.
Yeah. So
with a fictitious daughter named Angela. Who was kind of brown, wasn't she?
Yes,
she was brown.
Biracial. She was biracial. Yes, she was.
Yeah. Biracial for the win. Whoop, whoop. That means Billy likes the brown ladies.
Yes. I think she was more Asian.
She's Asian.
Biracial than...
Oh, that's true.
But still, nonetheless...
Olive. Yes. Olive ladies.
Olive ladies. Yeah.
I've never been in the same room with Billy Gibbons.
Yeah.
That's all right. Now, wow, I don't want to sidetrack for a story. It'll take too long.
Okay.
But one of my students, one of Angela's students,
I'm going to go in.
Joyce is a little girl, and she, we had a guitar magazine here in the shop, in the waiting room, and they're looking at it, and her older sister, who takes guitar lessons from me, comes up and goes, she wants to know if this is you. And there was a full-page thing of like Billy Gibbons, like playing Sunglasses Beanie. I'm like, because the little girl, how old is Joyce?
She's 6.
6. Literally thought it was Mr. Ryan in this guitar magazine over here, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that, because A, Billy Gibbons is super cool. Yes. I'm like, okay, that's pretty sweet. He's super awesome and cool. He's also super old.
He's like 20 years older than you.
Yeah, he's like 70.
Yeah, 30
I'm
years
like,
older than
do I look like I'm 70?
Well, to a kid, 40 is 70.
Pretty much. To a 6-year-old, 40 might as well be 70. But that was kind of neat. I'm like, no, that's not me. But I can understand that confusion. Because I'm pretty awesome, too.
Yeah.
Thanks for the question, S. Paul Guitars. Joyce. So funny.
So cute.
Next question. James Skaggs. Question. Since Acacia Guitars is located in Escondido, California, did they set up shop in Carvin's old factory building? Hashtag RNA Legendary. Hashtag KTMA. See, I almost read that as Ma Legendary.
Oh, see.
That's lowercase. Lowercase RNA also looks like MA. Anyways. No. They did not set up in anything related to Carvin. They have their own facility. It has nothing to do with Carvin. But they can tell you Carvin stories if you ask. Yeah. But I'm not going to tell any on camera.
No.
And neither are they.
Moving on.
Moving on. But I am excited because next weekend, not this weekend, but a week from today, is the Dallas International Guitar Festival, a.k.a. the Dallas Guitar Show, and Acacia will be there. And Vola will be there.
And the Lollies.
And the Lollies. We're going to be hanging out at the Vola booth and the Acacia booth. So if you're at the Dallas Guitar Festival next weekend, first weekend of May, you could hang out with Ask RNA. Yeah, we'll be there. So excited. I'll be excited.
I'll be excited too.
Yeah, I know you will. Okay, anyways. Thanks for the question, James. Next question. John's Tropical Reflections. Yeah, that sounds very peaceful.
It really does.
As you age, do you find your interest in the types of music you play on your instrument changing as a result of physical limitations, i.e. tendonitis, carpal tunnel, or repetitive stress injuries? I said receptive stress. Yeah. I am not receptive to stress. No. Or perhaps based on the types of gigs available in the area you live. That makes sense. For example, I've always been a huge hard rock kind of guy. But now I'm starting to follow some cats like Guthrie, Trap, Corey, I Have Amazing Hair, Congilio, Tim, The Fountain of Knowledge, Pierce, etc. I like the nicknames. I like the nicknames there, yeah. Guthrie, The Natural Trap. Each player has a great technique, but I'm not sure I'd place them in the shredder category, like Gilbert, Malmsteen, etc. Sorry for the long pause. Okay.
Very descriptive. I like it.
Yeah, very in-depth. Great questions. I like the nicknames. For me, I will say, like, luckily, I don't know if it's luck as much as it is good technique, but I've not really had any issues with my hands and wrists and fingers and, like, injuries, like carpal tunnel or anything like that. I've been very, I guess, lucky, but also as a young musician, took piano lessons and drumming, you know. I was very much taught like proper technique. This is how you hold the sticks. This is the movements you use to play. Right? Optimal technique. Well, and I think if you play with optimal technique, like your teacher's like, play with curved fingers on the piano and don't drop your wrists and all these sort of things that your teachers always harp on. It's not to make your life harder. It's to make your life easier. Right. And also to give you a longer playing life, because I mean you can do all kinds of things with wrong, quote unquote, wrong technique, and you can play, but you might be doing damage to your tendons and your joints that you're not aware of.
It's just like sitting in a typewriter.
Yeah.
You know, and not sitting up straight. Like my
typing
back
lazy.
Is hunched right now, so sitting up straight. You know, you learn that in band to sit up straight and have proper. You know, because after a while you're playing a concert for an hour or so, it's not good on your back and in your in your overall posture later on. So I get that.
Yeah. So I've been blessed enough that like I haven't really had any injury. I've had minor injuries, like I jammed my wrist doing something.
Excuse me.
We're getting over the allergies.
Yes.
We're better, but we're getting better. But I've never really, that hasn't really happened to me. I haven't had to adapt anything due to physical limitations yet. At 43. Not a coffee break, but a coughing.
Yes, coughing break.
So yeah, I haven't really had to deal with any physical limitations, you know, thankfully.
But has the interest in types of music changed? Has changed over the years?
You know, not really.
No, not for you.
Not for me. It really hasn't. I mean, I've always been a hard rock kind of guy, but I also I've enjoyed like really nice, pretty acoustic music. I've played in church for forever, and so the mellower, more acoustic things. But even like, you know, Led Zeppelin's got acoustic stuff that's not hard rocking.
Right.
It's kind of chill. So my taste really hasn't changed too much over the years.
My taste has gotten more advanced with singers, I guess. I look for singers that have more power to their voice and listen to them more over the years because my voice has become stronger. And then like last year I lost my voice to, I had like bronchitis like 3 times or something. I lost my voice a few times. Yeah, laryngitis and everything. And it's damaged the amount of force and strength that I was able to carry a note. But listening to stronger voiced women and practicing proper technique has helped strengthen my voice over the years. So I've been able to recover a lot faster from something like that than before. But I think that's, the limitations hasn't slowed me down, but challenged me to figure out how to prevent further damage later on. And, you know, change technique to support my voice better so that I don't cause permanent damage to, you know, and develop polyps and have nodules and have to have surgery and stuff like that, like a lot of vocalists have had to do, especially strong vocalists. So as I've gotten older, my understanding of my body has changed, and knowing my limitations, but then trying to strengthen those limitations to where they're not a hindrance to me anymore, but I can actually go through them and know, okay, this is what I'm weak at, so I need to really focus more on this part to strengthen that, then keep going in this other area where I know that I'm comfortable in. So that's one thing that's changed, I think, about myself whenever it comes to my instrument.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, that you had a difficult time singing last year because of the
so
infection.
Aggravating.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So there you go, John's Tropical Reflections. Thanks for the question. Thanks for the comments.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Next question, Hank Rott's guitar. Hashtag hot garbage.
How?
Question for Howitt.
How?
With a W. Probably been asked this a lot, but tube or solid state? Had my dalliance with both and have had more problems with tubes than solid state. Eager for your thoughts. Hashtag
I like that word,
KT.
dalliance.
Dalliance. Yeah.
He's
dabbled in both of those.
Doesn't get used enough.
Dalliance. Yeah, it really doesn't. It really doesn't. Yeah, I'm sure this has been asked several times. I'm pretty sure we've answered it. For me, I think they both have a place, you know, and if you have the means to have more than one amplifier, like we've got, well, it's kind of a tube hybrid over there. I prefer the sound and response of a full tube amp, and that's what nowadays I use 95% of the time if I can. I have owned, especially as a younger player, more solid state amps, and you know, I have a Katana right now, which is solid state and is great for what it is. I've had bad luck with both. Like I had a killer Randall amp. I still have the guts of it because maybe we'll get it fixed one day. I'll send it to Lane at Devil Cat and go, hey, can you replace this one?
Right.
And then we got to put it back together somehow. But it just ate it and died on me. Yeah. And then I have had tube amps where I'm like, okay, something went out, got to fix. Actually, that one, yeah, one of my Fenders just died. The Fender Super Champ, and Fender replaced it, which was great. And then I have had to replace the tubes on the replacement one once. Interestingly, the oldest tube amp I have, which is my Mesa Boogie Dual Rec, still going like a champ. And it's got like 20-year-old tubes in it, or 25-year-old tubes in it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So I think it just depends. Either one can break on you. The solid states, you don't have to do any maintenance to it though.
Right.
So, but I kind of think with tube amps, it's like your car. You're going to have to change the oil. Like, it's just, don't be shocked that you have to change the oil every 3 months or every 7,000 miles or 6,000 miles or whatever. It's just, that's just a maintenance thing you have to do. You're going to have to buy new tires.
Right.
And so when you get a tube amp, you just have to realize ahead of time, like, hey, tubes are going to go out. Don't be shocked. It's what happens. Don't be surprised. And just be prepared for that, and maybe have to have them rebiased, or, you know, things can happen. And I don't know what you would compare. You know, solid state's more like a bicycle. Pretty much not a lot of maintenance.
Right.
Put some air in the tires every now and then, but, you know, not like every 3 months you got to home and I got to work on my bike.
Yeah.
Unless you're one of these die-hard, like, mountain biker guys who, like, you got to go tweak it or whatever. But I think they both have their place. Me, I personally prefer tube amps.
Cool.
So there you go. You guys tell us below. What do you prefer, tube or solid state, and why? Is it a maintenance thing or is it a sound thing? That'd be a great question for us to kind of read. I want to see y'all's responses to that. Okay, next question. Terry Starks. Ryan, if you were a touring musician and you could put together like an all-star band, who would you pick and what style of music would you play? Would you play just arenas, outdoors, small venues, or a combination of all of them? Great question. Well, we kind of answered something similar. I feel like this a few weeks ago. All-star band.
Longer than that, but
yeah, it could have been longer. I don't know. I think that was a YouTube one. Like, if it was a YouTube band, this is an all-star band. Who would you pick and what style of music would you play? Well, I would pick James Hetfield.
Of course you would.
And me.
Yes.
And I don't think everyone else is pretty much unimportant. Not necessary. It's me and James.
It's a duet.
Yeah, it's me and James. Just me and James. And Paul. Paul could be in my band with James. And then I need a drummer. Oh, I would pick Brianna. It'd be me, James Hetfield, Paul, and Brianna.
Okay.
Does that?
Because Brianna would love that.
Because Brianna would just be like,
I don't think she'd be able to play.
She wouldn't be able to play. Brianna was my drum student who loves Metallica and James Hetfield.
Yes.
So I would be making her life complete. All Paul wants to do is just tour the world playing arenas and playing music. So, you know, if my wish could benefit other people, that's how good of a person I am.
Yes.
I'm thinking about Paul and Brianna.
Right.
And James, because I know James would be super excited about this. And Angela.
No, it's too late.
It's too late.
Yeah.
Oh, you could be in my band.
Sure. Yeah. Whatever.
It's sort of understood. You're in the band.
Right. Understood.
Where I go, you go.
That's a cop-out answer.
I don't know, man. That's kind of, I mean, that's sort of my joke answer, but like, that sounds about as good as anything to me, really, honestly. That's probably what I would pick. But with Angela on the lead vocals, James does backups. I think that works. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
I've never really thought of a band. I'm not really a band person. More of a solo artist.
I'm more of a solo artist. More of a Han Solo.
Yes.
If you could tour with any other singer, who would you want to tour with?
Oh.
They get to open for you. Who would you have open for you?
Who would have who would have open for me? I don't know.
Aretha Franklin, Adele, Jamie Cullum. What's his face? Josh Groban.
Yeah, Josh Groban.
Josh Groban could be your opener.
Yeah.
He'd be the opener, followed by Celine Dion.
Stevie Wonder.
Followed by Angela Lolly headlining.
Gladys Knight.
Gladys Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great question, Terry. Thank you so much.
Yes.
If you guys could put together an all-star band to play with, who would be in your all-star band? Type it below. That would be good. I'm looking forward to those answers.
Yes.
Final question. Stephen Scharf Thriven. He says, LOL, you guys probably think I'm weird, as can be. LOL, again, I don't have very many questions.
Phone.
Phone. My tum-tum.
RNA Music is Nicholas.
Right where we were. So I don't have very many questions as of now. I've been listening to a lot of Pink Floyd. I guess if I had to ask a question, are you guys into Pink Floyd? Are you into David Gilmour, Ryan, and Angela vocally? What do you think of... Oh, are you into David Gilmour, Ryan? And Angela vocally, what do you think of Lady Gaga's vocals here lately? Okay. Are we into Pink Floyd?
No.
Nah. Not really.
Yeah.
I don't own any Pink Floyd
I don't think I
records.
could name a Pink Floyd song.
We Don't Need No Education.
Oh, okay.
Another Brick in the Wall. No?
No.
Money. Well, I know some of their songs. I don't own any of their songs. I've never owned a Pink Floyd tape or CD or record.
Yeah, I have a cousin who, I don't know if he still does. I'm sure he does.
Probably. Why wouldn't
Because
you?
they were very popular in their area, and Houston has a Pink Floyd cover band.
Tribute.
Tribute band, whatever.
Tribute. It's not the same thing.
Okay, sure, whatever. So they're like Pink Floyd or whatever.
Yeah.
So they tour that area, the Bay, whatever the area.
South Texas.
South Texas.
South Central Texas.
But they're very popular in their area.
They're really good too.
Yeah.
She gave me a CD one time. I'm like, this is Pink Floyd. I'm like, wait, it's not Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
Like, it was really good. They were a very good tribute band. Like,
Yeah.
it was legit.
I'll have to find out what their band was named. I think it was something that has to do with one of their songs.
Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah, something like that. It was their
Dark
band,
Side of Houston.
which is legit.
Dark Side of the Moon Landing.
Yeah. So
Houston, we have a problem.
I was just gonna say that.
How it's in your brain.
Yes, you were. But no, I never, like, ever listened to Pink Floyd. Like, ever. So.
Yeah. I mean, when it came on rock radio, I was like, oh yeah. I listened to it because, until the next song came on.
Right.
But I'm not like
I
a
never
mega
listened
fan.
to rock radio.
Yeah.
So there you
Now, he uses EMG pickups.
go. Ooh.
So
Well, then I'll start listening to him.
I'm a big fan of that. And he's great. I mean, like, I'm not saying I don't like them or like,
Oh no,
they're
that's
terrible.
not it. They just never
Yeah.
got in that circle of songs that I listened to ever. My parents didn't listen to them, so
Yeah.
and I wasn't around people who listened to them. I think I had one friend, or it was one of my little sister's friend, Liz.
Mm-hmm.
And
Liz sounds like someone who would listen to Pink Floyd.
Yes, her screen name was Thin Lizzy for the longest time. And so she listened. I remember whenever we were, let's see, I would have been like in the 8th grade or something, and they were in the 5th grade, and we took the girls to the mall, and they went to a record store. What was that really big record store that was always in the mall?
I can't remember.
Oh my goodness. But we went inside there, and of course, me and my sister weren't really allowed to go inside there because they had like drug, paraphernalia and stuff. And she walked out with a little black bag, and we're like, what did you buy? And she was like, she said, a Megadeth album. And I was like, what? Like, you're in the 5th? Why would you listen? She was like, because they're awesome. So, and I think through her, like, I had like kind of heard of and listened to Pink Floyd, but that was the extent of my
Comfortably Numb? No. Okay.
Yeah. The rest of my friends listened to like White Snake.
White Snake. Well, that's gonna be a
Bon
white
Jovi.
snake. It can't be Black Snake.
Well, Brandy, her brother Michael, had just long, I mean, he was like the typical 80s rocker looking guy.
Yeah.
And he listened to a lot of,
80s rock.
metal bands. So I knew a lot of songs because of him, because he would have him playing whenever he was around when we were growing up. So
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. There you go. I mean, I think David Gilmour's
But
a
not
great guitar
Pink
player
Floyd.
and all that, but it's kind of like, just wasn't really my thing, It's funny, you'll hear certain bands be like, I really like this.
Yeah.
Like for me, like Led Zeppelin was like, I
Led
like
Zeppelin
this.
for me too.
Oh my gosh.
But my mom was a hippie, so Led Zeppelin was in our circle of songs. That
But even like Jimi Hendrix, right? Like Jimi Hendrix is great.
Jimmy too.
And I enjoy like his songs.
There's
like
a
they
couple
come on the
songs that
radio
are
and I'm like,
yes.
But I'm not like, Man, Jimi.
Big fan. No.
Like, I got posters on the wall and Jimi Hendrix T-shirts and have all the records.
I love when people assume that I listen to people like Jimi Hendrix or Earth, Wind, and Fire or stuff like that. I'm like, the Commodores. You know, I'm like, why?
You don't listen
because I'm black? Is that why?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Do you listen to Leonard Skinner because you're white?
You must be a big Skinner fan, aren't you?
Do you like Sweet Home Alabama? Is that why? Because you're white?
And have a beard?
You know? No, that's not how this works.
What do you listen to?
I listen to everything. Like,
including Leonard Skinner?
I would, yeah.
And Pink Floyd? Everything but Pink Floyd.
That just never really honestly came around to my listening. It's so funny.
Yeah. I don't dislike them, but I don't love them either.
Yeah, we are spending a lot of time.
Yeah, all right. What do you think of Lady Gaga's vocals here lately?
Lady Gaga's vocals have always been kind of Lady Gaga's vocals. It's just she's dropped the drama and she's making it more about who she is as a person instead of the, hey, look at me type stuff, you know, showing up in places in an egg and having, you know, outfits made out of meat and it's dumb stuff like that just to get attention, that shuck and awe. But her voice has always been a really great voice. But now that she's done, what is that new movie? Well, it's not a new movie. This is like the third time, A Star is Born. This is the third remake of that movie. Most people don't know that. Judy Garland did A Star is Born, and then Barbra Streisand did A Star is Born, and now Lady Gaga is doing A Star is Born. Barbra Streisand did it with Chris Christopherson.
Oh, yeah.
It was A Star is Born with Chris Christopherson. And then it was
Who was in Blade.
Yes. Yes. That's what he's known for.
Yeah. I think he played country music.
Chris Christopherson has written a lot of songs.
I know.
So anyways, but
he was in Blade.
Yeah, I don't care for Lady Gaga at all. As a singer, a vocalist, sure, she has an amazing voice, and I give her props for that. But as a person, I don't like some of the things that she stands for.
She's all about the Satan.
Yeah, and so
she's all about the Satan worship.
It's a little deceptive. I don't care for that. But vocally, yeah, she has a really great raw, interesting sound to her voice, and I wish that she would have jumped out that way first,
right?
Instead of all this poker face crap that she did first off. That I was like, I'm sorry, I can't take you seriously.
It was about the gimmick more than it was about the voice.
About her actual talent. And now that and everybody's like, oh my gosh, did you know? I'm like, yeah. I mean, you can tell by a lot of her songs that she has actually a really great voice. Same thing with Ariana Grande. She is extremely annoying. And the fact that she's playing Ariel in the new remake of Disney's Little Mermaid is asinine.
Blasphemous.
Because she is so annoying. But she has an amazing voice. Like, ridiculously amazing voice. But she's caught up in this niche-y, stupid wheel of pop retardedness that's just disgusting. I can't handle the pop world now.
Yeah.
That no one can take her seriously because she's played this role for so long. You know, it's almost, to me, it's almost like too late for a lot of them. Same thing with Lady Gaga. To me,
because they got famous on the drama, and the talent kind of takes a back seat, and it's like, it doesn't have to.
See, well, even with Elton John, kind of did the same thing, but he wrote songs and he sang songs that it didn't match what he looked like, you know. So when you listen to his songs, you weren't thinking that he was dressed up like
a flamingo.
Yeah, what he was dressed up like. But Lady Gaga, all her songs were ridiculous, like kind of dumb. So I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Well, there you go.
But I do like this toned down version of the Lady of Gaga. Yeah.
And those are all the questions for this week. So thank you guys for the questions. And there was a lot of comments last week. Thank you so much. A lot of you guys are legendary.
Yes.
Legendary status. So thank you. Oh, and speaking of, what is the magic hashtag of the day, Miss Angela.
Let's.
Hashtag.
What's something that we said? Ryan Gibbons.
No. Hashtag Houston, we have a problem.
That's a lot.
Okay.
That's a lot to write out.
Okay.
There was a long pause there.
You're not going to see it, but we had to really brainstorm with the secret hashtag of the day because it just went totally blank.
Ridiculous.
But the secret hashtag of the day is hashtag not Billy.
Yes.
Hashtag not Billy. Because in all reality, I'm not Billy. And if I was, I wouldn't tell you. So hashtag not Billy if you made it to the end of this video, and you will achieve legendary status. Hashtag RNA legendary. Don't type that, but
yes.
you will be
you can do that.
You'll be RNA legendary if you. Secret hashtag of the day is hashtag not Billy. Not Billy.
There.
Boom. All right, so type that in the below, and we'll know that you made it to the end of this video. And I love to see that. All right, thank you guys so much. If you have a question for next week, please leave it below, and a comment for next week, please leave those below. I'm interested to see your answers to some of these questions. And we will see you guys in the next video. Remember, next weekend in Dallas, if you're in the Dallas area, come hang out at the Dallas Guitar Show with Ryan and Angela and Vola and Acacia. You know,
we'll be signing swag.
Yeah, will we?
Yeah,
I guess we could be.
We could totally.
I'm providing the amps, so if you want to play a Devil Cat amp, we're gonna have Devil Cat amps at the Vola booth and the Acacia booth. You absolutely should come play one because they are freaking amazing. Yeah. And we'll see y'all then, and in the next video. So excited. Keep the music alive.
Don't forget it.
Music needs you.
You need the music.
And we need to keep it alive for the next generation of musicians and current generations and all that good stuff. So,
all that good stuff.
Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time. Bye.